Subcompact sedans have come such a long way in recent years. What used to be economy cars that were merely designed to get you from point A to point B now have features that were once wishful thinking in this segment. Hence, releasing a new model becomes very challenging because you have to make sure that the features and performance are compelling while keeping the price point affordable. Today we take a closer look at the latest model to grace our very competitive subcompact car segment. Introducing the all-new Nissan Almera. The Almera was first introduced to the Philippine market back in 2013 and has since garnered a reputation for being spacious, fuel efficient, and affordable. But the folks at Nissan knew that in order to get the buying public excited about the all-new model, they had to give them something more. And that's exactly what they've done here. Nothing about this exterior screams econocar. In fact, it has a lot of character, and I'm pretty sure that this will end up on the wish list of a lot of people based on looks alone. But as good as this vehicle looks, it actually offers more than meets the eye. For instance, this windshield here is made of acoustic glass. The glass here is thicker, and there's insulation and foam that all work to provide better noise suppression. In terms of size, this is lower but wider and longer than the previous model, and that really helps to give it better road presence, aside from making it look so much better. Nissan calls this design language emotional geometry, and it really shows with their V-Motion grille, which is flanked by boomerang LED headlamps with LED DRLs. Even the fog lights are LED, but what I really love is how all the lines are in all the right places, which really goes to show that a lot of thought went into this design. You also get this front lip spoiler, which adds contrast aside from giving it a sporty touch. Just be careful not to scrape it. Along the side, it's a continuation of the sharp body lines, and the floating roofline and kick-up C-pillar really adds to its appeal. These power-folding side mirrors are also finished in silver and are positioned a bit farther from the A-pillar or the front window, and that helps to increase driver visibility aside from making the car look a bit more upscale. The Almera rolls on dual-tone 16-inch alloy wheels, which I think do a pretty good job in filling the wheel wells. You'll also find disc brakes up front and drum brakes at the back. This also has a longer wheelbase than the outgoing model, and as you can see, the wheels are closer to the corners of the car. Now that has three benefits. One, you get more interior space. Two, it provides better handling. And three, it looks so damn good. Now that we're here at the back, I think it's safe to say that there isn't a bad angle on this car. In fact, even the sporty touches are tastefully done, such as this rear diffuser that's finished in silver and black. You also get these sleek LED taillights, and even the third brake lights are LED. Opening the trunk reveals 474 liters of cargo space, which is more than enough to compete with cars way above its weight class. But in case that isn't enough, you can also fold the rear seat 60-40 to give you more space. Now let's check out the rest of the interior. I'm almost finding it hard to believe that I'm behind the wheel of a subcompact car, because B-segment automobiles aren't usually this good. But then again, it just goes to show how far cars have come in recent years, and that Nissan is dead serious in giving us a compelling option. And as far as I'm concerned, this is where the Almera really leads the pack. A lot of the tech that this car offers was unheard of in this segment, but now it comes as a pleasant surprise. For starters, you get this 8-inch infotainment screen that has Apple CarPlay, voice recognition, and an around view monitor. And aside from giving you a 360-degree view of your surroundings, it can even detect moving objects. And we're just getting started on the tech because this also comes with Nissan's intelligent mobility package, which includes features like forward collision warning, intelligent emergency braking, blind spot warning, hill start assist, and cross traffic alert. It even has an idling stop system, which cuts off power to the engine to optimize fuel efficiency. Now, I know not everyone's a fan of that, but you can turn that off simply by pressing this button. These are driver's aids and safety features that you won't even find in some compact or mid-size sedans. So to get all this in the Nissan Almera is truly sensational. But aside from all the tech, I can honestly say that this interior is very well designed because the ergonomics are pretty good. You get physical knobs and buttons for your audio and HVAC controls, and they're extremely intuitive. And despite all the tech here, it doesn't feel overwhelming to use. In fact, it requires little guesswork to know how everything here works. Now, as far as the materials are concerned, there are hard plastics on the dash and on the door cards, which is forgivable at this price point and in this segment. But you also get some pretty nice materials. Like there's soft touch leather on the dash, which is complemented by some leather stitching. You also get silver accents and carbon fiber touches to break the monotony. The seats are also wrapped in two-tone leather, and they're actually very comfortable. They provide enough bolstering and under thigh support. Now, as far as adjustability is concerned, the steering wheel tilts and can also be adjusted for reach. You also get height adjustment. And overall, I can say that you can maintain a very natural composure behind the wheel of this thing. So it's really easy to find your ideal driving position. Now, as far as storage is concerned, there is a place here for your phone and a couple of USB ports, which is a nice touch. You also get 2 cup holders and bottle holders on both doors. However, there isn't a center armrest. And as far as storage goes here, all you get is a small cubby. It also comes with a fully automatic climate control system, which is very easy to use. And in true Nissan fashion, it's extremely cold, which makes up for the fact that this does not have rear air vents. Now, as far as the rear seats are concerned, again, this is lower than the previous Almera, but there's actually more headroom, thanks to the fact that they lowered the seats to accommodate that. And again, since this has a longer wheelbase, there is actually more knee room. Now, the previous Almera was already regarded as very spacious, but this cabin feels even bigger. Now, despite these seats having all this plastic here, I can honestly say that it's actually quite comfortable because you don't sit too upright, and there's enough space underneath the front seats for you to really stretch out. And that means that your thighs will always be firmly planted on these seats. Rear seat amenities include a center armrest with cup holders and not much else. However, the charge ports are accessible for the rear occupants. So under the hood, you get a 1-liter turbocharged engine with an aluminum block and low-friction timing chain, which pumps out 100 horsepower and 152 Newton meters of torque. Now, horsepower is on par with most of the competition, but this is a class leader when it comes to torque, and that's more important for daily driving conditions. It's also claimed that this engine can get as much as 23.3 kilometers per liter when it comes to fuel efficiency. This engine is mated to a CVT, and we'll have to see how it performs once we get a chance to drive it. But even as it stands, this is already a very compelling option. Not only has Nissan managed to make this enticing, but given all its features and specs, I think they've even managed to raise the bar on what you come to expect for the subcompact class.